Hello and welcome to a video about how to revise in science. My name is Mrs. Brown and I'm the head of science. I'm going to talk you through a little bit about the resources that we have available to help you revise and also just some quick tips on exam questions and revision techniques. So all students should be part already of a Google Classroom. Here are the codes if you're not already, and I'll show you what those look like. So on each of these Google Classrooms, there's lots of different resources that you can use. So if you click on the classwork tab, it's easier to navigate, and we've got different sections with all the different information. So in the mocks, we will be covering the biology, cell biology, organisation, infection and response, and bioenergetics. The following topics, B5, B6, and B7, are on paper 2. Then if you go down to each of the different sections, there's all the Oak National Academy lessons. So if you want an in-depth look at a particular topic, that's a good place to go to. And then there's all the information about the required practicals up here. And we've got knowledge organisers. So if you want a quick overview and something to use to remember. And then we also have mastery questions, which really is a lot of practice. So there's bits of information to read and lots of questions to practice. And this is pretty much mirrored on each of the 3 sciences. So this is the chemistry one. Again, split up by topic. And also you've got your knowledge organisers, your working scientifically, and your revision maths and required practicals. So there's a lot of information and resources available there. Another thing we use a lot is Seneca. So Seneca is a really good place for revision. You can actually sign up as a parent if you want to kind of encourage your child to get involved. And you basically can sign up and you can link your account to their account and see what they're getting up to. What the students will see is something like this. They will, if they click on classes and assignments, it will allow you to see what classes they are part of and what assignments they have coming up. So for science, we have set them revision for each of their papers that covers the topics that are coming up. The topics that are coming up should be available on the individual class Google Classrooms as well. So the student should be informed about that. So those are the online resources that we use. Other things to think about is how to actually answer these questions. So bring a highlighter to the exam or underline, highlight keywords and information in the question, have a look at how many marks the question is involving. So this question is about 3 marks and you have to draw 3 lines, 1 from each plant. So making sure you read those things. You want to make sure that you're doing the right answer to the right question. For this question, it's 3 marks, and you have to think about the 3 factors. Think about how much information they want to give. So this line is not very long, so they're probably not asking you to write in full sentences. They just want a quick bit of information. Always read exactly what they want to do. And if you've got a question like this, you've got a 1 in 3 chance of getting the answer. Don't leave anything blank. Have a go. You probably know more than you think. For a 6-mark question, a lot of them are about balanced arguments. So for and against, come up with a point for each side, come up with a simple explanation, make sure your spelling is good and you're writing in paragraphs. And as long as you're talking about for and against or yes and no, you should be able to hit most of those marks. Okay, so remember to state your point, explain it in detail, and then if you can, give evidence to back up your point. And do that for both sides, and that will help you. Okay, if it says remember to give a conclusion, make sure you have a sentence at the end that summarizes everything you have written about. Again, just remember to check your spellings and write in paragraphs.